Hey, good morning. It is a glorious morning. I tell you what, another Monday. You know what? I was thinking, what do people do now that they can't go to work on Monday? They can't dread it. So Monday can be a good day now. Everyone does the whole Monday through Friday thing before. Now it's like the week through the week. Every day is about the same. If you're stuck at home, Monday is no longer a problem. It's no longer an issue. Isn't that cool? So now we can't dread Monday, and we can't even say, thank goodness it's Friday, because all of a sudden now Friday becomes irrelevant as well. So this pandemic thing, this whole ghost virus thing that's going on here. And I say that not because I'm trying to downplay the whole COVID-19 thing, but you know what? Who knows? Next year it's probably going to be something else. So I'm just lumping them all in together. Some kind of problem. The thing is, it's not about this problem. It's about, are you ready for any problem that comes up? Is your business ready for any of the problems that could possibly come up when it comes up to business? Now, I know there are no marketing books out there that plan for a global pandemic. And, really, seriously, um, who does? Hey, good morning, Paul. You thought it was Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? No, it's got to be. No, not Wednesday yet. We still got a couple more days to March. So Wednesday is what? That's the 1st of April. Ha! Oh, a lot of things could be happening. Who knows? Anyway, hey, I've got 7 o'clock and it's time to rock. And my name is Mathew Zupan with Creation Internet Services, bringing to you Area 51 Marketing Conspiracy Exposed. So if you haven't seen my cute little mug, that's my Area 51 mug. And that's the name of my broadcast here on Facebook. That's also the name of my new book. If you haven't gotten it, if you haven't reserved your copy yet, go on over to Area 51 Marketing Conspiracy Exposed.com and reserve your copy right now. I'm giving away my new book. I'm trying to get this into the hands of as many people as possible because this is really going to be big. And the reason I mention that early, because I usually just wait for the end for my shameless commercial. And I'm excited about my new book. I mean, really, if you haven't reserved a copy, I am super excited about it. Uh, it's got some great stuff in there. It's got stuff that I've time tested for over 20 years and things that I know will help your business in any kind of economy, up economy, down economy, pandemic economy, total global market, uh, whatever's going on. Using these techniques, okay, you're still going to be able to drive traffic, get business, get new customers, and stay in the game. Okay, that's the key. Stay in the game. So today I decided I'm going to take a little lesson from my book. This is one of the things that I've kept in there, and we're going to take a little lesson from the book. I also have another new cup. Uh, yeah, it's a rooster. That's because I like to get up early in the morning and bring to you the Area 51 Marketing Conspiracy Exposed morning broadcast. That's right. Hey, one thin dime, 1/10 of a dollar is a brand new car. Tell about it, Jay. All right. Anyway, that's one of my funny things. And if you didn't think it was funny, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, but it's what it's kind of like what they say. Anyway, we're gonna jump right in because it's not gonna be. Hopefully, it's not gonna be long. I've got this little board up here. I called this. I'm gonna see. I'm trying to test. Tell me if this looks good. Does this look better to you or back here? Okay. Somebody write a quick comment there. Do you like it up closer like this? Is this better for you? Is this good for you? Or back here? Because then I can just kind of get in front of the green screen a little bit. Does this work? Okay. Somebody? Anybody? Is there somebody live on here other than me? Rapid product testing. Okay, rapid product testing. Today, I'm going to be talking about rapid product testing. This is a cool concept. All right, so if you're in business, you got an online business, you're trying to figure out, okay, man, the guy has talked about building your email list. He's talked about funnels of all different kinds. And so, how do you do product testing. Hey, I've got a website, I've got a couple products I'm trying to get out there, and nobody seems to be going for the products. I've been running Facebook ads, and it's costing me a gazillion dollars. Well, maybe you're just not doing it right. Okay, have you ever thought of that? Seriously. Well, I read all the things that they had showed on YouTube. I watched some YouTube videos on how to do Facebook ads. Yeah, and I read the book. Facebook came out with a really intensive book about how to do advertising on Facebook. Okay, seriously. If Facebook comes out with a really intensive book on how to do Facebook advertising on Facebook, that is not the book you want to read. Don't read it. I've read it. Okay? It's no, don't do it. Seriously. And I'll tell you why. Because Facebook will tell you the most expensive way to do your advertising on Facebook. They will, I've read it. Okay? So I read that recent book. Not a good book. And it doesn't give you the secrets that are really going to help your business and that are going to save you money so you're not spending thousands upon thousands of dollars product testing, and you can do it for less. Okay? If you have the right strategy. Now, the key to the right strategy is what we're going to be talking about today. So what do you got there, Paul? Is this better back here? Let's see. It is backwards, so either is fine with me. Yeah, I know it's backwards. I've gotten that comment a couple times. So here it's backwards, all right. But in my business builders pack, because I'm also recording it on my other camera, just so people know, and then it comes out right. So when you get the re-recording, if you drop me a little a line in the comments or something like that, I'll send you the actual edited version. So I do all of this so I can do an edited version. Why? Because you never know if Facebook's going to shut down. So I've got multiple cameras trying to record this. So in case Facebook shuts down, I still have a copy of this, and then when it actually goes out, it reads correctly. That's why I do that. Unfortunately, I haven't mastered the art of writing backwards yet. So anyway, that means you just, as I write things out and do things, you're just going to have to get out a piece of paper and a pencil and take notes. All right. So this says, in case you're reading it backwards. But if you're reading it forwards like I am, it says rapid product testing. So how do you rapid product test on Facebook with a product or multiple products? Okay. And anyway, Paul, hey, let me know. Do you like this better, closer up like this? Is this better? When it comes to actually seeing it, I'm getting a little shadow on there, but so that's why I'm not sure. Back here, I don't seem to get the shadow. Okay. Let's try it back here. And let me move this chair out of the way. Maybe I can move this one a little bit closer. How's that? Does that look all right? All right, let's move that just a little bit closer. Close up. And we'll go right there and we'll see what happens. How's that? Okay, rapid product testing. We're going to be talking about the secret to rapid product testing and how to advertise your products. And you can do this with services too. Okay, and I'll kind of explain how that works when you do it with services. And the principle is still the same. So whether or not you're doing products or services, I'm going to use products because it's easier to understand. So let's say I have a website, all right? And the other day we talked about the funnel of, let's say you have a Shopify website, and right now everyone's trying to figure out how to sell products online. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. That's why I use that. And you got your nice little navigation up here on the top that confuses everybody because you have 15 million choices and none of them are logically placed. Then you got this great big graphic that nobody really pays attention to, and people put in like 18 different images because they're trying to do all their specials above the fold rather than funnel through each one. Nobody ever goes past the third image if you actually study the statistics. Nobody cares about the rest of them, so just take them all out. Better thing to do is just put one on there and then focus on that one thing. Remember, one objective, one target, one result. That's it. So if your website is designed like that, it's a good start to reviving or uh, creating a living website rather than a dead or dying website. So that's just a little plug for website stuff. Now I've got products, and I'm just going to use. Uh, let's say you've got urban defense products. Okay, I'm going to use this as an example. Urban defense products, and they can be anything. They can be. Uh, you've got. Well, let's say this. I've got a little thing right here that is actually an urban defense product, and I've shown this a few times. So this is kind of cool. Not too many people know about this. This is a great pen. Paul, I think you've actually seen it. This is a great little pen. It's a bit heavy, for most people if they think about writing, but I like a little weight in my pen, not these little feathery, plasticky things. And besides, right now with the coronavirus, apparently it stays on longer on plastic than it does on metal. So guess what? This one's easier to clean. If you use an alcohol and stuff on it, if you do that on a pen that you use all the time, alcohol actually breaks down the viscosity of the pen. It'll break down the plastic and then it'll slowly erode it. It's like lighting a fire to it. But this little metal piece you can clean all day. It's really great. It's got a real nice tip and it writes really smooth. Looks like a normal pen. Okay, but as a urban defense product, it is very solid. It's designed that the end right there, whether the ballpoint that goes inside there, yeah, like I said, it's a ballpoint pen, um, is open or closed. It doesn't matter. It can be used as a weapon, a striking instrument. Okay, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. Okay, very solid. If you get hit with this bad boy, it's gonna hurt and it'll probably go in about halfway into the leg or any body part that you strike it with. Another nice thing about this pen is it's got a light on it, which I've already burnt out because I use it all the time practicing doing displays. So I need a new little battery for it, and they're easy to get. But it's got these little kind of a nibs here on the back, and it's a little bit scratchy. So if you actually scratch somebody with that, what it does is it's designed to pick up DNA, so they can be easily traced and, of course, convicted. So you have all of these wonderful benefits of this little tiny instrument, and you can carry it right here. You can carry it in your pocket. For the women, Urban Defense product, they got this really nice exercise band that goes with it. Actually, you can order it separately. So that would be like an upsell to your pen. All right, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. So I want to advertise this pen on Facebook, and you have to be very careful with defense products. Okay, so you can't really advertise stuff that is considered an actual weapon. I can advertise a pen, right? But if it's considered an actual weapon like knives and things like that, they really don't like that. It's big problems with that. So I have products that do this. Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. My boxes are a little off this morning. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can have 8 products on this page, even though my objective is one objective, one target, one result. My target is I'm looking for someone who wants to carry something with them, a little bit concealed, a little bit not really noticeable as a weapon, but can be used as a weapon. So that's the first thing. College girls and stuff that are going late to the class. Well, right now nobody's going to class, but you're fiddling with your keys. You need a light. You can shine the light on your car. You've got it in your hand, right? And you want to feel safe. So that's another benefit. You want to feel safe. So I've got these products. I've got a pen. I've got over here, actually it's a really neat backpack. And the backpack is a concealed carry backpack. So if you have a license to conceal carry, you can put whatever you want. It's got a little thing right there. You just go like this, and it's a concealed carry. You can put something in there to carry it. It also has a slot for a Kevlar plate that goes in the backpack. So in case someone shoots at you from behind or even tries to attack you, you've got some protection going on there. It's really cool. So I got a backpack. They've got a purse, and the purse is an RFID purse. This is my third product, and we're going to talk about these. We're going to talk about 5 products, and I like to do things in 5 because they just seem to work out really nice. So we've got a bigger purse, very nice designer purse. But what's really cool about this is 2 different purses. One is a concealed carry purse, so it has a special slot you can grab stuff and do concealed carry. The other one is just what's called an RFID purse. Very designer, very nice looking. It looks like a normal purse, but when you carry your credit cards and stuff like that in, there are bad guys out there that have special instruments that can actually scan and from a distance information off of your credit card. So if you have your credit card and you don't have actually it wrapped in an RFID casing of some kind, guess what? They can scan that information from your credit card. Not a good situation. It's called identity theft, and this is how they do it a lot of the time. Okay? And if you don't believe me, police officers actually have technology like this. They don't even have to stop you and say, pull out your ID, let me see your ID. They can scan you as you're going by, and they can scan your driver's license, the new ones, in your pocket without you ever taking it out. And so therefore they're running background checks on people. Oh, he looks suspicious. It's kind of like tagging somebody when they're speeding, the speed guns. It's kind of like that. It's a small little device, and they can just, and it clicks back, and it sends them information, and they can look up and see whether or not you've been bad or you've been good or not. So it's kind of like Santa Claus for a police officer, right? It really is. So then they have so that's 2 different purses. We've got the backpack. That one you can actually advertise really nice and easy on Facebook. The purses, each one separately has different benefits. You can advertise those on Facebook. The pen, you can advertise on Facebook, but I can't do the pepper spray. There's some really nice versions of the pepper spray. So I need to get them here first before I can talk about the pepper spray. Right? So there are a couple products that they have to be here first, like a baton, a Cuba baton, little different things like this. You also have the stun guns. If you want to carry a little thing, about one of them's not much bigger than this pen right here, this Expo pen. It's a stun gun. 3 different versions. They've got the real long version. You can walk it like a cane, and somebody comes up and approaches you. You get them from about 6 feet away, almost 3 feet anyway. Then you've got the pepper sprays, the little tiny ones that are like this, that are good for about 10 feet. And then they got the big industrial pepper spray that's good for almost 18 feet. Pretty cool, huh? All of those things, though, I can't talk about on Facebook because that goes against their guidelines. So that means I need to get them here first. So I need to be able to identify people who are interested in that kind of thing. My marketing is going to be, we talk about the same thing always. When you're targeting new targets, there are 5 basic principles in all of your digital marketing. Okay? And this is a technique that I talk about in my book. So when you get my book, you're going to see all this stuff. I'm going to go through this rapid product testing. And again, it doesn't matter if you're doing services. If you've got more than one service, you test your service. Or basically what you're doing is you're testing your ad. Okay? There are so many businesses that I talk to. They say, well, I created an ad. I thought it was really great. It was really cool. And nobody's responding to it. Okay, well, your ad sucks. Get rid of it. Do another one. Well, that takes time. Here's what happens in normal, regular, basically what's taught, traditional product testing. Okay, here's the average way that people product test. Okay, so I've got a product. I'm going to put it down here. I've got a product. And you can spell it out correctly and not backwards. That's great. So what do? I want to sell a product. And so I go up here to Facebook and I have to go and get some people who are interested in that product, or I have to sell them on the idea that they need this product. So I'm doing a lot of selling. All right. And we've talked about we want to create atmospheres to buy instead of selling. We want to sell without selling. I want someone that already has a need and a want and the ability to buy my product. But we're going to go the normal traditional way. We're going to go up here. Somebody goes, hey, I've got this. I'm going to do some Facebook ads. And I'm going to spend some money on this every week. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff. So this is my external source. Everyone, you got to do some kind of external source. It doesn't matter what your product is, product or service, there's an external source. So whether or not you're paying for the ad, like we're going to do here, or you're trying to do relevant ad, you're trying to just build up slowly, and it takes time, the relationships for people to be able to send people to your product or service. And while you're doing that, you're also fishing. You're trying to find out who has an interest. And those are the only people that you really want to target. You don't want to target everybody. You only want to target the ones that have an interest. So I do this, I'm on Facebook, and the first thing I do is I go, hey, I got to create an ad, create a campaign, I'm going to sell this thing. I create an ad, and I've got a graphic, I got some text, I got whatever it is, I'm trying to sell this product. Well, a lot of times businesses they put in too much money into the ad because they don't know who they're targeting. So I would say the first mistake that most businesses make, not all businesses, but most businesses make, especially if they're doing it themselves, they might know a little bit about Facebook and understand a little bit about it, but not enough to save them money. Okay, so they actually spend more money in their marketing than they need to because they're not sure of their target. Okay, so if you get my book, I talk extensively about the 3 targets that need to be targeted and how to find those targets to do your ad properly so that your ad is only going to the one who is interested, has a need, and wants and the ability to buy your product. So we target everybody, and traditional marketing says, hey, start off very general, target everybody, and see how that works and check your metrics. Data, data, data. Now, well, if you know who your target was before, you wouldn't be wasting all that time. So a couple things that happen here. 1, you waste too much money. 2, you waste too much time trying to figure it out. Here's the secret. Okay? You got your ad, and then they try to drive traffic to the product. Right? So I've got this little thing going on here. In regular market, I create an ad. I see if it works. And then I go, that doesn't seem to be working. I'm not getting anybody going to it. Now, either something's going on in your landing page, and that's easy to test when you're checking your analytics. Are people actually going from here to here? Or are they getting to here and looking at the ad and then just going someplace else? So that's easy to test. And if you find out they're not really doing anything here and you're spending a lot of money, maybe even $100 a day, you're trying to reach this great big market, $100 a day, nobody's going to go see the product. That means your ad is bad. If they're clicking on this and they're getting this and it's actually stopping traffic and it's moving traffic into this, okay, then and they're moving off once they get here, that means the area, the landing page, whatever you're doing here is bad. So that's what needs to be fixed. And 90% of the time people think this is great, so it's got to be up here, and they're changing and they're adding new ads and they're doing all kinds of stuff, and they're never changing this, and this is the thing that's killing it. But we're going to talk, let's say this is just perfect, this is just right. So we create an ad, and I don't care if you're just testing the market. Maybe you're not sure about your target and you're trying to put out a few ads to test the market and figure out how to get your best potential customer. And who is your best potential customer? So I create an ad, and instead of $100 a day, what we want to do, here's the rapid product testing formula. Okay, we're going to do one ad really quick. Okay, and one ad really quick, and we're going to do it for $5 a day. Only $5. All right, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on this. I don't really care what you do. Now, there's two ways you can do this, and I like, there's two ways that I do it, and both ways work really nice, and you can be testing both of them. If I'm just doing one product, like this right now, I've got an ad right now for my book. So I've got one product, and that's the only thing I'm doing, and I'm trying to see if that, trying to get traffic to that product. So I've got an ad. This is formula number one, $5 a day, and I run it for 24 hours. Okay, so I pick my target, the target that I feel like would be good for this product, and I run it for 24 hours. Okay, you with me? Everybody with me? All right, good. $5 a day, run it for 24 hours. If you're not taking notes, you really want to take notes on this. Okay, so I'm going to put up here, this might be a little bit too high. Let me just redo this just a tad. Give me a second. I need just a little bit more room. So we're going to lower this just a little bit. This is my Facebook. We're creating an ad. This is ad number one, and this is day one. Okay? I'm driving that ad to a product, a singular product. Okay, rapid fire testing. Okay, create that product, and I want to create this day two. Day two. Okay, add one. Add one. Did you hear that? Very important here. Day two, add one. Not plus one. Same ad, second day. So now I have the ad running, and this one I'm going to put up here. I did $5 a day to start with for 24 hours. Remember that. Okay. Day two, I do a duplicate of the ad one. Now here's really what looks good. This is what happens. I do a duplicate of ad one. I create it over here. So now it looks like I've got two ads running at $5 a day. Okay, that's what it looks like. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to be spending more money yet. I don't know if that ad is actually working real well yet. So in my ad set, this is a single campaign. In my ad set, I'm going to do this one, stays at $5 a day. So this is copy one, same ad. And I'm going to change this one up here. Day one, I'm going to change the price on this one to $1 a day. How many people know that you can advertise on Facebook for $1 a day? And you're thinking, yeah, but I'll never reach anybody. Oh, yeah, you will. Okay, you will reach less people, but here's what happens. Facebook has an algorithm when you're setting up an ad, and it's called frequency. How many times your ad is exposed to a single user. Now, I've mentioned it many times before that The average person needs to see something 5, 6, 7 times before it actually clicks inside their head to begin with, or before they take action. They go, oh, wow, oh, okay, before they take action. So that's what we're doing. We're creating a scenario where uh, your test market is going to see your ad more than once every 7 days. Are you following me now? Okay, so here's what happens. You can change these settings too. You can change your frequency so that, let's say I'm doing an ad, and the default setting is that ad. Let's say I have 100,000 people that I'm going to be marketing to. So it will show as many as it can up until 24 hours, and you get charged $5, whatever it is. But the default setting is that ad will be shown to one person one time every 7 days. That's the frequency. Okay. So how do I get them to see it more than every 7 days? And see, that's why people think their ads and stuff aren't working sometimes, because they don't know it's actually only showing to that one person every 7 days. So, in 7 days, how many times do you scroll, man? You see an ad, boom. Now it's 7 days later before you see it again. People don't think that you're actually, really doing business if they don't see your ad like every other post. Okay, so how do we get that? This is how we get that. Okay, so I reduced the price on this one to $1 a day. So for the second 24 hours, I'm being charged in my Facebook account $6. So for ad one, why am I using the same ad? Good question. Glad you asked. Because while I built up a social proof on this one, let's say in the first day, 300 people saw this ad, even on the $5. 300 people saw this ad, and 10 people interacted with it. Well, nothing wrong with that. 300 people saw the ad, actually saw enough to stop, do something, and 10 people actually interacted, maybe went to my website, went to go check out the product. We're not worried about that. If I do the same ad in my ad set, now day 2, this ad gets shown to the same people, and it might pick out some that haven't seen it yet also. But there's going to be someone that was on this first list that is going to see it on the second. And let's say this one, 300 people see this ad, and 10 people react to it. Then what happens is when I go to my Facebook page, it shows 600 people saw the ad because I'm using the same one, and 20 people reacted to it. If I had a different ad, it would show different stats for that ad. But if I'm using the same ad, the ad total gets combined when it's showing on your Facebook page. So now it looks like more people have seen the ad, more people have interacted with it, and if people are sharing it, that's even better. And it shows more people are sharing it. So it gives you a greater social proof that, hey, wow, lots of people are looking at this ad. This might be something. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do that for day 3. We're going to go over here on day 3. We're going to do ad 1. Okay, day 3, ad 1. Day 3 is $5. Day 2, we reduce the price of that one to $1. Now I'm only spending $7 a day. Not very much, okay? But now I've got social proof going from this ad and this ad and this ad. It comes up total combined on my thing. It looks like a lot of people are seeing it, a lot of people are interacting. But what's happening is this one is reaching a bunch of people on day 3. Day 3, because this is a different ad. It's the same actual ad, but it's a different setting, right? So the frequency still is one in every 7 days. This one is one in every 7 days. So that means someone who saw the ad on this first day could see it because of this ad set on day 2 and on day 3. So now I've actually increased my frequency. In 3 days, one person can see my ad 3 times in the during the day in the news feed. Follow me now? This is good. This is one of these little secrets they don't talk about. Okay, day 4, same thing. Okay, day 4, we're going to do day 4. Add 1, $5. Change this one to $1. Okay, so now I've changed that one to $1. And again, all of those same people who saw the stuff on day 1 and some new ones that get come on board get a chance to see my ad again on this day, this day, this day, and this day. Now I'm showing it to them 4 times. Everyone gets to see it. So as they scroll, a little later in the day, they scroll again. Boom. Oh, there's that ad. Boom. There's that ad. Because my social proof gets larger each time. What's really cool about Facebook is that actually the cost per person who sees it and interacts with it goes down. So the more people who are actually seeing it and interacting with it, the more Facebook actually shows it higher in your news feed. Okay, and day 1, it might be, you might scroll 10, 15 different posts and there's your ad. By day 4, you might only scroll 3 or 4. More people are interacting, more people are doing so. So because people notice the stuff that's near the top of their newsfeed when they go on, even on your phone. I go, oh, there's that article. Oh, there's that article. Boom, there's an ad. Every 2 articles, there's probably an ad, or every other article post on your newsfeed, there's an ad. And so now I've got a greater chance of doing it. I want to do the same technique. Okay, I want to do the same technique. Now we get to day 5. Okay, and we get to day 6. And I like this one when I've got one ad, and this is all going in here. This is going in here. This one's going down here. And right there, so I do this 7 times. At the end of 7 days, on the 7th day, I'm doing $5. And then I've got $6 going on. So now I'm at $11 a day for my singular product testing, singular ad testing. Okay, so in 7 days, if you're not seeing any results, there's one of 2 things. Either your ad is bad or your landing page is bad. And you're going to have to fix one. But let's say, like I said, our landing page was great, and maybe we're seeing some results. What I'm doing is I'm showing these people, my target, and I'm going to get a really good idea, because all the while you're doing this, Facebook is analyzing those who are interacting with your page. Whether it's just a little bit or going to it or whatever it is. It also analyzes the type of person that is. And then when you check your analytics, you're going to get a really good idea if you go to your analytics and you think your product is good for everyone that's 18 to 65. And you find out that the only people who are really interacting with your page are 35 to 50 or 40 to 55. Or whatever it is, and more of them are men than women. Yeah, I've got this self-defense product. I really wanted to target women because I think they, want to feel safe and stuff like that. But I find out that more men are actually interested in a self-defense product. So guess what? I changed my ad. Okay, I started doing this, but more men. The next go around, stop after day 7. Boom. It's done. Don't do it anymore. If you're not seeing any of the results that you want, but what you did was you got really good data for your next ad set. So you create a second ad set, a second campaign, really. And you take the results in Facebook, which is really cool. Like I said, they have some great analytics. You take the results that you collected from that audience that you designed for your first ad set, and you do what's called a look-alike ad campaign. And now your ad actually changes. So it's add to, add to, add to, add to. You can do it 5 days. 5 days works pretty well. 7 days, I see a little better results after 7 days. But I got that going. Okay, and here's the thing. Now we're going to apply this, because after a couple of days, you're already going to start seeing the analytics in the background. And you're already going to start knowing that, oh, I could be doing targeting more men than women. So here's what goes on. I can still take that same audience while I'm doing 7 days here and apply that. And I like to do this in increments of 3. Okay? Excuse me, a little dry. You're talking a lot, you know what I'm saying? In increments of 3. So I've got this going. I've got here, I got to day 3. I'm still not sure if it's a great ad yet. I don't know, but I check my analytics and I find out that there's more men actually doing this than there are women. So what do I do on day 3? I'm just going to move this over here like this, just so you can see this better. On day 3, I create another ad, a different ad, using my new analytics that I did. I create a look-alike ad to the group that is more interacting with my stuff than anybody else. So I've got ad 2. And if I'm still only on one product, I do the same system here. I do ad 2 on day 3. I start targeting just ad 2. And then on day 4, I'm targeting this one. This one is ad 2. And now we're at $1, $5 here. And yeah, I'm ramping it up a little bit. I want to see which ad is working the best. So that's how we do this. Every 3 days, you create a new ad and narrow your target from the new analytics. And you're going to see amazing results. Okay, so what do we do when we're doing products? How do I rapid fire? And, you know, rapid fire doesn't mean it's going to be a overnight thing. So I've got a bunch of products. I want to know which ones are going to sell best. I think this one's going to sell the best, or I think this one's going to sell the best. But what do my customers think? Which ones are they buying the most? So on day 1, I create an ad. I create product 1. I'm not going to erase all of this. I'm going to call it product 1. And I run this ad for 3 days. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got product 1 going. And the big mistake that most businesses make is they wait until the end of their ad cycle before they decide whether or not anything is going to happen. Okay, follow me? We don't want to do that. We want to run our ad cycle. We're going to do a 5-day ad cycle. Okay, we're going to just stick to 5 days. And on day 3 over here, day 3, I'm going to do an ad for my second product. Product 2, product 1, product 2. Okay, starts out at $5, and then we do 5 and 1, 5, 1 and 1, same way, exactly. Now I've got this one running. I'm going to do this one, product 2, on day 4, and I'm going to do it here This is the day 5, day 4, day 5. So I've got this one going. This one will run for a cycle, same cycle. Okay. So instead of spending $100 a day on one ad, waiting to see if you have results, what I'm doing is we've got basically a little more than $5 a day after the first day. And on day 3, I'll just do this. I begin the second product. Okay, day 6, I'm still running this one, but on day 6, I'm going to do my third product. Are you with me so far? You follow me? Day 6, I'm going to do my third product. Now this one reaches out to day 7. So by the end of day 7, I'm going to turn that one off. The end of 7, go all the way through 7. So day 7, I've still got all 3 ads going now. Okay, this is day 7. During day 7, I have 3 ads going, and this is kind of like the funnel that you want to create. You want to keep it filled. Okay, so I want to do this boom, boom, boom. Every 3 days, I want to add a new product. Okay, day 8, I'm on product 3. Now you're getting to the point where this is about the maximum that you're going to be spending every single day. The maximum you're going to be spending every day is what? Okay, I'm in a $5 here. I'm in an ad $5 here. On day 8, okay, I've got a $5 ad. I've still got a $5 ad in my sequence going on here. This one's going to go on to day 7. This one expires at day 7. We turn it off. Stop it. Because we're going to analyze the results. Okay, so now I get going and I'm looking at that. Okay, product 1, product 2, product 3. My market is going to tell me which one they're most interested in. So I got day 3, day 4, day 5, day 8. Day 9, I'm still going to go out. 4 more over here. Day 9, okay, product 4. Now I hit my product 4. Okay, and I want to rapidly test 5 products. So we're going to keep this going until we have gone through 5 products. So this takes it does take a couple weeks to be able to rapidly fire, and yeah, we call it rapid fire testing. But at the end of a month, I've got 5 products tested instead of 1, waiting for a week, wondering what to do, finally deciding. Then I got to wait for the next results on the next one. No, I'm getting results as I go along. Boom, I turn that one off, and on day 9, then the same thing. When this one gets to day 21, I've already got more in the loop. I'm testing more. If I've got more than 5 products, guess what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep this loop going. You're going to get to the point where you're just spending the exact same amount, because when every 7 days one is turning off, a new one is starting. So now you know exactly how much money you're spending every single month, no matter what. Every 7 days, this one will turn off, the next one will start. This one will turn off, the next one will start. Now what happens is after I get to day 5, or product 5, I'm only testing these 5 products. But if I have more products, I don't want to stop testing the products. Okay, I start product 6. But now I'm going to look at my first 5 products. And if I've got all of these running at $1 a day and that one is kind of paused, whatever it is, I paused it. And I discovered that my cost per ads and my interactivity on product 2 are really good. On product 1, it seems like nobody was interacting with it. Okay, so we don't like that one. and then I get a new product in there. Product 3, I start seeing lots of results. I'm getting, this one seems to be a good seller. It's getting interactivity. People are going to the landing page for that product. They're buying that product, so this is a good product. We want to keep that one. Day 4, not really getting any results. Nobody seems to be interacting with it. Day 5, nobody's getting any results. We seem to be not getting anywhere with that one. And maybe I only find one perfect product out of those 5. Doesn't matter. Let's say we got 2. We found 2 products. Product 2 and product 3, wow, we're really hot sellers. So then we use those. We just forget this one. This one's totally out. We're not going to do anything there. This one is not good. Okay? This one's not working. So either they don't like the product, or my ads are bad, or my landing page is bad. Okay? But what we want to do is constantly be thinking, it's about alternative thinking. Which is it? Now I've got 3 options. Either just people don't like that product, and I need to stop selling it. Okay? Look at big businesses. When they find a product that just isn't selling, they discontinue the product. Okay, they don't hold on to it because they're so in love with the product. They find out what people want and then what they need, and then they create, and then they give it to them. Either they create a product, or they find a product, or they develop a product, or they just go, oh, wow, I didn't know you'd rather have that than this. Well, if you'd rather have that, then here, I'm going to create ads for that. So I've done that. These 3 don't work. I've got, next I'm down to number 6. I've still got products in the loop. If this one is working, I want to turn that one back on after I've studied it. This one's working, I want to keep that ad going. This one's working, I want to keep that ad going. I want to make sure this one gets totally shut off. This one gets totally shut off. That one gets totally shut off. Go to the next product. Until you have 5 products that are getting the analytics and the results that you want. Now you only focus on those 5 products. Stop product testing everything else. Forget everything else. Stop trying to sell everything. One objective, one target, one result. I want one objective for this product. I want to find out the best potential customer that's buying this one. Once they become a customer, they move on to creating your loyalty campaign. So the whole objective is to find those 5 products that you're selling that are working, that are going to make you money. Forget everything else. Okay, we're going to just get that out of there. I've got 2, and now I'm going to keep those running. And what am I going to do? I'm going to just, right now, I'm going to turn them on $1 a day. So I've got 2 ads. Let's say I found 5 products that are doing really well, that actually convert and are making me money. So I finally get through, I've added a new product, I get through that, I've added, so I got 5 products. Guess how much I'm spending a day? After the first at $5 a day. I've got 5 products being advertised for a total of $5 a day. $1, $1, $1. Now if I go back, remember what I said the first one was the 1 product, 5 ads? I find this one that worked. And so here I'm advertising it, same ad each day, but now I want to amp it up. I find this one's doing really well. I can either do one of 2 things. I can do a copy of the ad and create the same ad so it shows more often with the same formula we used for a single product test over a 5-day period, or I can start adding more money to this one. This ad's working really well. Maybe I just want to do $5 a day every day, or $10 a day every day. Or I want to do the same ad 5 different times, and that gets more frequency. Okay, when you pay more for the ad, you will reach more people per day. If you create more ads, There's two things that happen. If you create more ads, you increase your frequency to the people that it's already showing to, which gives them a greater opportunity. And then when you see the metrics start to fall off, that means that people are getting ad tired. So either you change your ad, that's the rapid fire testing program. Either you change your ad at that point, or you discontinue it. Am I going this way or this way? I'm gonna go this way. Stay in the green, right? So that's what happens when you want to do rapid fire testing. Now, I mentioned how that works with a service. Well, really what's going on in a service, and you might have a bunch of different services. Let's say even if you're a landscaper and you're focusing on you have residential landscaping, you have commercial landscaping. So let's start with the residential landscaper. Well, he's got more than one service. It could be lawn care. It could be, maintenance for the whole thing. It could be, every 3 months they come and redo your flowers and stuff like that. It could be whatever it is. It could be trim work. It could be immersion, so that you spray your grass and stuff like that every so many weeks. You get on a program and you're trying to sell one of those products, one of those services that you do. I mean, you get in with an immersion program, seriously, just focus on the one thing. A lot of people want to make sure that the bugs and stuff, especially this time of year, a lot of rain, mosquitoes and bugs and stuff, they start coming up everywhere. And so you want to get that immersion in your grass, and you want to put stuff on there possibly to kill too many bugs and kill the eggs or whatever it is. But you get in with that, and guess what? People are going to say, oh, well, can you do some trim work for us too? Can you do this product? Can you you got lots of things you can upsell. Let's say you are in the travel industry, okay, and you're focusing on a specific type of cruise, or a specific type of vacation, and you're either going to focus on like empty nesters. You can focus on families, young families. You can focus on just couples that are looking for either weekend getaways or just a nice vacation, whatever it is, those kind of things. You can focus on honeymooners, probably not right now, but you can focus on river cruises. You can focus on casino uh, weekends, or whatever it is you want to focus on, but it's a service. You pick one, and then you test your market, you test your ad. So when you're testing ads, that's what you're kind of testing. You're going, okay, I'm going to create this ad. I'm going to think this is going to work. I know this is a pretty good product. You test your ad for a few days, and you can do the same every 3-day thing for that one service or that one focus, that one product, and test that over the period of multiple days. So every couple days you create a new ad for that same product. Okay, and you can do the same thing that you do with multiple product testing. When I'm doing rapid product testing, I'm trying to find out which product is the one that is trying to find 5 products total that are really the ones that people buy, that are interested in, and then narrow in my target audience just a little bit. If I'm doing singular product, I can do multiple ads. So I see if this ad is working. If that one's not really pulling, I change the ad, do something different. Then I find which one is going to pull, and then I stop the others and I just focus on the one that works. And that's how you can kind of test your ads. If nothing is working in your ads, again, it could be your landing page. So you've got to be paying attention to your metrics at that point. After your first ad starts going through a few days, you got to be paying attention to your metrics. Maybe you're hitting the wrong target. Okay. If you're too broad, you're going to hit nothing. If you're, generally, I don't see too often that an ad is too narrow, but you can always narrow it and narrow it and narrow it. And then if you find one that gets too narrow, then just back off and turn that one off and go back up one. So it's like getting a niche within a niche within a niche, and oh, that one's not really working. I'm not hitting anything either. It's like my target totally disappeared. I go back up, and that's where I want to stay. I want to stay in that zone right there. Okay, that's kind of the zone where not everybody is. But this is an inexpensive way to get your Facebook advertising, your product testing, rapid fire. Within a month, you're gonna have 5 solid products if you're doing it right. Your ads are right, your landing page is right. Okay, you're gonna have 5 solid products. You're gonna have great metrics. You're gonna know what's selling, what's not selling. As soon as one of those products starts to die off a little bit, then you start adding new products uh, into your campaign. So can you just imagine if you were formerly doing $100 a day and now you find yourself spending $30 a day testing 6 products at the same time, something like that. You're saving so much, but guess what your return is going to be? Okay, now it's not one ad going out to 1,000 people one time every 7 days. They have the ability to see that ad 7 times every day. You see what I'm saying? For the same amount of money. For the same amount of money. Even if you had just one ad, after you get to the 7th day and the 7th day is over, and on the 8th day they're all showing just $1. So I'm spending $7 a day to reach my target 7 times each day, as opposed to $100 a day and reaching them once every 7 days. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's one of the little secrets. That's one of the inner side Area 51 marketing conspiracy exposed secrets. And I call it my rapid fire testing secret. I explain that a little bit more in my book. And just as we're mentioning the book, Area 51, Area 51, Marketing Conspiracy Exposed. There's my little thing. And we just take you right inside the Area 51 Ozarks facility. Okay, that's where my special Area 51 facility is located, someplace in the Ozarks. I'm not going to tell you where. Okay, not unless you're part of it, unless you've been authorized secret access. So I like to play with that a little bit. It's a little bit fun. But if you haven't got my book yet, my book is free. I'm giving away my book, so go over to my website, Area 51 marketingconspiracyexposed.com, and you're going to get the information that I talked about today. It's going to be in the book. That's just one of the little things I wanted to pull out so you kind of know what's going on inside the book, and I'm pretty excited about it. So go ahead and reserve your copy now. And the website shows you how to get that, Area 51 marketingconspiracyexposed.com, and order that, get it reserved, and be ready, because it's gonna be exciting. I am so excited about it. Anyway, that's all I have for today. So I hope that was really big. I've got another, really cool thing tomorrow. We're going to take you on a different journey. It's going to be about how to get some of those customers, how to ask the right questions to customers or to potential customers to get them to give you money. Okay? And it's not about trying to sell them. You don't want to be selling. You want people to be buying. Okay? Creating that buying atmosphere. And a lot of people are going to go, here's a sneak peek. A lot of people are going to go, why should I buy from you? Yeah, I know I need that kind of product. I know I should be doing this and I should be doing that. But instead, what questions are you asking? Maybe that's it. Maybe even in your ads, you're not asking the right question on your ads. And you create a series of questions in your ads to elicit a certain response. Again, one objective, one target. I want one result. The very end result is not a customer. Okay? And it's not just getting them on my list. The very ultimate gold, the ultimate, is something entirely different. And when you get there, you don't have to worry about any of economic times changing. They're going to change no matter what we do. You don't have to worry about good times. Good times, people are going to buy. Bad times, tough times, we're in one right now. But using these techniques and having that gold that I was talking about, that special gold, uh, whoo, that's the one that keeps you going, no matter what's going on. So that's all I have for today. Mathew Zupan, Creation Internet Services, creationis.com, bringing to you Area 51 Marketing Conspiracy Exposed, tips and tricks that big digital marketing companies don't want you to know. Traditional marketing companies certainly don't want you to know about this, because then you wouldn't want to do their business and stuff anymore. Um, and all of that. If you have any questions about today, please give me a comment. Drop it in a comment, or message me. Somehow I'd be glad to answer any questions. We are live every morning at 7 a.m. and bringing to you these golden nuggets when you start to apply one at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to do everything. One golden nugget at a time is what my goal to deliver is. That is useful, that you can start today, start implementing, start utilizing it, grow your business, and start exponentially accelerating and growing your business. So it's a wrap. Share it, because I know there's a lot of hurting businesses out there right now that need to hear how to grow their business and how to get more customers into their business. And a lot of them are trying to do it online. And this is one technique that if they just grab a hold of, they're going to be able to use and help their business today. Starts today.